Good morning students, how are you? In our previous video, we covered all the main points related with land, soil, water, natural vegetation and wildlife. In this video, we will cover all the questions and answer of the textbook. So be ready with your pen and paper. Students, you have to write down these questions and answers in your geography notebook. Let's start with question number 1. Which are the two main climatic factors responsible for soil formation? And answer is temperature and rainfall are two main climatic factors responsible for soil formation. Rainfall contributes in breaking the rocks by applying pressure. Temperature fluctuation between hot and cold also form cracks in the rocks. I explain this answer. Temperature and rainfall are the two main climatic factors which are responsible for soil formation. Due to rainfall, water creates pressure on rock, and due to this pressure, rocks cut it into small parts. And second point is temperature fluctuation. At night, rocks become cold, and in the morning, in the presence of sun, rocks become hot, and due to this, it creates cracks in the rocks. Is it clear, students? Now we will start our next question. Write any two reasons for land degradation today. Answer is reason for land degradation are A. Ever growing demand of the growing population. B. Destruction of forest cover. Now I will explain. Stop writing. A. Ever growing demand of the growing population. It means for growing population we have to construct lots of buildings, houses, roads, hospital, and for this we required lots of forest as well as agriculture land. Point number 2. Destruction of forest cover. It means for personal purpose as well as agriculture purpose, people are cutting down trees and forest like anything, and due to this we lost lots of forest cover every year in all over the world. Now we will start our third question. Why is land considered an important resource? And answer is land is an important resource because it provides surface for agriculture, living, forestry, industries, construction, etc. Most activities take place on land. Now, I think this answer is very easy, so I need not to explain. Now, we will start our fourth question. Name any two steps that government has taken to conserve plants and animals. And answer is steps taken by the government include establishment of national parks and wildlife sanctuaries in different parts of India. Their purpose is conservation of vegetation and wildlife respectively. Now what it means? It means in national parks and wildlife sanctuaries nobody can enter without the permission of government, so we can protect our animal and plants very well. Right now in India more than 100 national park and More than 500 wildlife sanctuaries are here. Question number 5. Suggest 3 ways to conserve water. And answer is 3 ways to conserve water are as under. Rainwater harvesting. It is a method of collecting water while it rains so that it may come of use in the future. Second point, the canals used for irrigation should be properly built so that loss of water does not take place while the water is transported to the field. Third point, in dry regions, drip or trickle irrigation is suggested. Now what it means? Point number 1, rainwater harvesting. We go through this point in detail in my previous video. So please refer my previous video for rainwater harvesting. Now second point, the canals. If we didn't build canal properly, we can lose lots of water during transportation. Now third point, drip or trickle irrigation. This method right now very much popular because we can save lots of water compared to other method of irrigation. If we use drip or trickle irrigation, we can save lots of money also because it uses less electricity compared to other methods. Here all the questions and answer of this chapter are finished. Please go through it carefully. Bye students.